friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and I want to present to you a full auto resistance hero resistance team. Now, in this team, I'm using Jedi Training Ray, Resistance Hero Poe, Resistance Hero Finn, BB-8, and of course C-3PO. Now, what's interesting about this, I did this when this first came out, when the Resistance Hero Poe team dynamic first came out. I tried this in the Rancor, and of course it dominated. It's just a very powerful team. But I've tried this with a number of different kind of combinations to see which ones would work and if this would work specifically. And the answer is yes, but there's a pretty big caveat to this. For this to be effective, you have to make sure that the team is always targeting, Grievous. And I've kind of let it run a few different times, and I've not targeted Grievous. I've targeted Grievous, and I've found that as long as I put that auto target on Grievous, then I can get through the first tier of this battle, no problem, no real issue. But it is a really fun team to see. Now, I do believe that if you are not running this on auto, then you're likely to do it just as easily, right? I mean, obviously, if it's not on auto, it's not going to be as easy, but it can be done. Now, looking at this team, you gotta know that everything's maxed out, and there's some pretty awesome mods on these characters, and so it's definitely not your beginner team, right? It's definitely not something that like everyone is going to be gung-ho for, and you're not going to be like, oh, well, if I get all these characters, then I'm going to be... If you have this team, it is likely that you probably also have characters that can solo the heroic tank anyways. But I was asked to do this video, and it was a lot of fun. Like, it was cool to see. Now, what makes this team so dynamic, what makes this team so functional, is the combination of... I mean, this is a team that works really, really well together in longer battles. We know how BB-8 works. Like, he's very effective. He attacks out of turn, and when he attacks out of turn, he calls resistance allies to attack out of turn. But the thing is, under Resistance Hero Finn and Resistance Hero Poe, he's going to attack out of turn just as often and more often as some of the others. Additionally, you're going to get that Illuminated Destinated trigger a lot faster. That much more awesome. With C-3PO, obviously, you've got raid bosses get minus 50 defense, doesn't stack with defense down. That's when he has translation on all three stacks. They have a minus 30 counter chance, and they cannot gain buffs. That no buff gain is very, very effective and kind of crucial when it comes to this first tier. And hence the selecting Grievous right off the bat, the auto target, is crucial, is essential, right? But again, what really makes this hero, what really makes this shine, is the combination between Resistance Hero Poe and Resistance Hero Finn. The Strength of Will, awesome. The Rallying Cry, awesome. It has cooldown, but it's the unique that I think is kind of one of the most crucial things under Resistance Hero Finn. All Resistance allies have a 100% counter chance, 50% defense, plus 50% defense, plus 50% tenacity when he is inspired. And as you can see, Resistance Hero Finn is inspired a lot. Whatever, I love this, but what's really great, and as you're probably noticing here, when he's inspired, when Finn is inspired, when an ally is prevented from using an ability during their turn, they recover 40% health and protection and gain turn meter. Now, it's that health and protection that you've noticed that a lot of the what we've seen so far is when they drop down, sometimes they've dropped pretty low and they've needed that additional 40% health and protection to help them out. And then, granted, plus a turn meter, it just is awesome. Now, in this second phase, we dominate. I mean, I'm watching it now. They're not hitting for hundreds of thousands, but the fact that they're hitting so consistently and they're hitting as a team it's amazing. You don't need the resistance hero, or you don't need OG Finn to to rack up all that damage, and it is just auto plug and play. Now, again, the rallying call, amazing. Now, resistance hero Poe, it's that unique, the spark of the resistance. If when an inspired ally deals damage to an enemy, and again, it's phase 2. Most of the freaking team is inspired. It is ridiculous to see and to watch. They also deal bonus damage equal to 10% of the target's max health, which cannot be evaded. Now, that's not like max health of this. This isn't specific to anything. Like, you don't get that caveat like if it's a raid then it's less. No, and it's a lot of damage, and the fact that under Poe and Finn, this crew has remained inspired. It is awesome to see the damage. Now, it's not crazy 200,000, so on and so forth. I've seen a couple 100K plus hits, but not all of them, not often. But still, there's quite a few. If an enemy is critically hits an inspired ally, all buffs are dispelled from that enemy at the end of the turn. So that's kind of helps out with a lot of the things. Now, what's cool though, the ability here, vulnerable, flinching shot. Right? If flinching shot is Poe's basic ability, deal special damage to target enemy. If resistance hero Poe is inspired, which again we've seen a lot, the target becomes vulnerable for 1 turn. Vulnerable means they will be critically hit. Right, if able, right, if possible, Poe is going to critically hit this character, and it's crazy to watch. I've loved this. I am really excited. Now, this isn't a team that I have on my personal account. I unlocked Poe and Finn like most people with the marquee events, and I look forward to farming them. But I've got so much on my list right now. It's going to take me a while to get to these 2 characters. I really want them for the new Jedi Rey, the awesome, powerful, end game, amazing character Rey. But I don't have the other characters to get her yet. So my focus is not on them at the moment. But the moment that I can switch and I can start farming these characters, I am absolutely going to. Now, these characters may be above the new First Order Hux, maybe above the Sith Trooper, probably above them. I do like the Resistance team. It is one of my favorite teams to play around with. And I think that it's awesome to see this team, this faction, have these characters. And I really look forward to seeing what the new Jedi training, the new Jedi Rey, or the new Rey does with this faction. But until then, guys, what do you think about this? How do you have Resistance Hero Finn and Resistance Hero Poe? Are your characters maxed out? If they are, cool. Have you used them? How do you like them? If they're not, are you envious of those who were able to get them unlocked and maxed out so far or already? Leave a comment in the section below. In the section below, you will also find 2 very important links. One, you can get some awesome shirts from the Going Nerdy swag store. Right now, we've got the What Would Hondo Do shirt, and if it's great. Keep checking that. There's going to be some more stuff coming up in the next few days. But additionally, there's a lot of cool news out there with Star Wars, and if you are looking for a way to get your hands on some audiobooks, check out the link in the section where you get 2 free audiobooks. There's some awesome Star Wars audiobooks out there, and I love them so very much. In the link below, you get sign up for the 2 free audiobooks. They're yours to keep. You try Amazon Audible for 1 month. Quit within a month. You keep the books. They're amazing. They're awesome. You support the channel. I, feel good about myself for helping people to listen to more Star Wars books. That being said, guys, this has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, stay nerdy, my friends.